My red-painted fingers drummed a restless rhythm on the steering wheel, illuminated by the dim glow of the dashboard. Another passenger, another abrupt exit, another murmured, "Goodbye, lost to the night." Right then, I muttered, an automatic response, as I tabbed through the rideshare app, rated the fare, and pulled up my navigation. It was a Friday night, prime time. I still had energy for one last pickup before calling it quits and heading home for some much-needed sleep. My previous drop-off had been at the university dorms, a reliable source of late-night fares. Setting my status to available, I waited, knowing the city would supply. My gaze drifted, settling on a figure beneath a sputtering streetlight. She was small, petite even. Big, almost luminous eyes under thick, dark lashes. Her blonde hair was braided neatly, a soft cardigan draped over her shoulders. A small, almost doll-like purse clutched tightly in her hands. She looked fragile, like a carefully crafted figurine. And she radiated anxiety, an unsettling tremor in her posture. I nudged the car forward, rolling down the window. "Hey, hon, you all right?" My voice, a little weary but trying for comforting, cut into the hum of the idling engine. "Oh, yes. Yes, I am. I'm just..." Her gaze darted down the empty street, a flicker of nervous energy. "Waiting for my pickup. Are they delayed?" I asked, a feeling of unease stirring within me as she avoided my direct gaze, her hands twisting the purse strap. A stretched silence, broken only by her shallow, quick breaths. "Yes, I suppose they are." Her voice was a wisp of sound. Was her fear for the person, or for their notable absence? I couldn't discern. My vividly painted finger hesitated over the rideshare app. "I can wait with you if you'd like." I switched my status to unavailable. No point in pretending to be working now. "Oh, you don't have to. I'm sure I'll manage." Her voice was undeniably trembling. "It's no bother. We've already conversed more than my last passenger, and I was with her for 20 minutes. I could use the company. Come on in." I unlocked the car door, the click echoing in the pre-dawn stillness. She paused, a breath held, then slowly, deliberately, slid into the passenger seat. There was something familiar about her. The petite frame, the blonde hair. It sparked a strange sense of recognition. My younger sister, a decade ago at the same age. A fleeting, almost nostalgic thought. As she nestled into the seat, the streetlight caught her dress. Delicate, blush-colored blooms, mirroring the shade of her cardigan. "Your outfit is charming. Very retro, I adore it." I offered her a bottled water. A faint smile, a mumbled "thank you" that was more exhalation than word. Silence returned, thick and palpable, until her voice, high and almost childlike, pierced it. "Your eyes are quite lovely. So green. Like olives." The words were shy, laced with an unnerving innocence. "Oh, thank you." I curated them myself, actually. I winked, a habitual gesture of levity. A soft chuckle escaped her, then her gaze drifted to the road, lost in some private contemplation. 15 minutes ticked by on the digital clock. "Do you want to contact them?" "I don't have a device. And I don't recall the number." Her voice was flat now, the earlier anxiety seemingly evaporated. "Do you know where you need to go?" She looked at me, her expression unreadable, and nodded. "How about I take you?" "It's what I do." I tried for a casual tone. Oh, that's so kind of you, but I don't have any funds to compensate you." She stammered, a surprising return of her earlier nervousness. "It's on me. Consider it my altruistic deed for the day." I activated my navigation app. "Just input your destination here." Her fingers, slender and precise, tapped at the screen. A strange, unsettling premonition began to bloom in my gut. "May I ask you a question?" Her voice was barely a whisper. "Of course. Why are you being so pleasant to me?" She turned slowly, those large, dark eyes fixed directly on mine. I smiled, a touch of melancholy in it. "You resonate with me. You remind me of my sister. She's moved far away now, married, with children. I miss her deeply. And I would never want her waiting alone out here in the dark. There's plenty of unsavory folk about at night." I glanced at the navigation. 15 minutes away. Manageable. She seemed to accept the explanation, leaning back, settling into the seat as if it were her own. "You're a thoughtful sibling." A quiet, almost childlike pronouncement. I certainly endeavor to be. I engaged the drive, the car gliding onto the street. The radio played a saccharine pop tune unnoticed. The streetlights thinned, giving way to deeper shadows. The manicured trees of the campus neighborhood warped into gaunt, twisted silhouettes as we turned onto an unfamiliar, unlit lane. 2 minutes. The navigation system confirmed our proximity. Where exactly am I taking you? I asked, a vague sense of dread beginning to coalesce. No reply. We pulled up to a pair of formidable iron gates, rusty and shrouded in gloom. I slowed, leaning forward, trying to decipher the obscured details. Is this? I began. Thank you for the transport. You're a very agreeable person. I appreciate agreeable people. Her hand, surprisingly cool, rested lightly on mine. You're welcome. My voice trailed off. I braked to a stop. She unbuckled, the click echoing sharply in the sudden quiet. I'm Mariana, by the way. She offered a small, almost unsettlingly sweet smile. Sadie, it was a pleasure meeting you, Mariana. The journey was pleasant, and thank you again for the ride home. She beamed, a chillingly innocent expression on her face. Home. My eyes gravitated to her gaze. Above the gates, almost indistinguishable in the encroaching darkness, a weathered sign hung precariously. Sanatorium. And then, the realization struck, a sickening blow to my core. She didn't resemble my sister. She had been on the broadcast. Mariana. The doll-eyes slasher. They said she took her sister's sight as keepsakes. When questioned why, she had looked bewildered. Because they weren't agreeable. I was still staring, dumbfounded, when she glanced over her shoulder, just before she vanished beyond the towering walls. And then, she winked.